Hello friends, Beth here and welcome to Zelda Teaches Zelda. In today's class, I'm going to show you how to get the ancient horse gear in Zelda Breath of the Wild. This set not only looks great, but it's the only gear in the game that actually enhances your horse's abilities. We're talking extra stamina and literal teleportation. You're going to want these, so grab your Switch because class starts now. Okay class, to begin, the quest for these items is called EX Ancient Horse Rumors and automatically appears once you install the Champion's Ballad DLC. So you do need the expansion pass, but I promise you, it's very worth it. It directs you to the Highland Stable in the southeast part of Hyrule with the Kao Maka Shrine as the closest fast travel point. Once you get there, you just head inside the stable and look for the Super Rumor Mill book that's been conveniently left open on a table. This will tell you about some must-have horse gear, a bridle that increases your horse's skill, and a saddle that can instantly summon your horse to your side. The quest log will update with all that information after, so we're gonna go grab a horsey and find the ancient saddle first, which is said to be at a mysterious spring where a horse spirit resides. One sec. Okay, yep, now I'm ready to ride. So, I've mapped out the route above there. Luckily, it's super close by, and you may have already been here if you've lost a horse along the way in battle or some other tragic accident and wanted them to come back to the light. The horse god is honestly a little scary and also not cheap, but getting yelled at by them is an experience and everyone should go. I'm so sorry that we don't have time for that today, but we've made it. Recess is over. Back to business here. So the chest is tucked away in the back left of the grove. Just make sure you select your magnesis, dislodge it from the ground, and the saddle will be all yours. Fantastic. So next up is, of course, the Ancient Bridle, which the book says is found beneath a cherry blossom tree at a mountain where creatures gather. So I've marked that location on the map in pink, which is on Satori Mountain, where the very unique Lord of the Mountain can be found. The closest fast travel point here is Latan Shrine, and once you get there, you can follow along the map here as well. You just need to meander around a bit to the left or right, it doesn't matter, and go through this tunnel here to get to the clearing with the cherry blossom tree. So the Lord of the Mountain and his gang of bloopies are not here today, which is fine. We have other things to do, and you will find the chest at the base of the tree there. Just use your magnesis again, and the bridle will be all yours. But before you leave here, make sure you gather all the Endura carrots around the tree, and there are also some just down the hill and to the right of the Latan Shrine if you want a few more before you take off. They're great for increasing stamina, both for you and your horse. So now we want to go to one of the 4 stables that you can change your horse's gear at, which are Outskirt, Woodland, South Akala, and Highland Stable. Highland is where this all started, so I'm going to go there. Once you arrive, just take out the horse you want to try this out on, and then look for the stable worker feeding horses just around to the right. They'll offer to change your horse's gear, but only if your bond with them is at 100%. So, if you're not quite there yet, a really easy trick is to just feed them some apples, because each one increases their bond with you by 10%. And then we can finally get the ancient gear on our horse, which looks perfect, 10 out of 10, and we can head out to see how it all works. So, thanks to the bridle, your horse will automatically have 2 extra stamina spurs, which come back after you use them, unlike the Endura Carrot ones that are single use. But if you want to go for gold and just gallop as long as you possibly can in one go, you can actually get up to 10 spurs by putting this bridle on a 5-star stamina horse, and then feeding them an Endura Carrot. And I'll link my video below on where to find the highest stat wild horses so you can try this too. But moving along to my favorite part, the saddle. When you're out in the middle of nowhere, no stables in sight, Melania the horse god only knows where you left your horse, you just pull out your ocarina. Just kidding, that was in the olden days when you had to play a whole song first. You just whistle like usual and they will appear beside you out of nowhere. The future is now with this set. It just makes horse travel way more efficient and streamlined and stylish, especially if you combine it with your own ancient armor, and especially if you do that at night when you're both all lit up against the dark. This look is it for me. And if this video is it for you, please give it a like and consider subscribing. That way you won't miss any future classes and you won't end up in detention with Ganon. And he can be a little bit rude. So, something to think about. But that does lead me to the couple downsides there are to this set. Like with any other unique horse gear, you also can't put this set on Epona or the giant horse. They're still iconic, but you do get kind of spoiled by these, and it's hard to go backwards. Secondly, teleportation doesn't work in some areas, many of which that you couldn't bring horses to before, like Zora's Domain, Rito Village, Gerudo Desert, most of the Elden region because of the lava, as well as into shrines and ancient beasts. You also can't summon them too close to some structures in towns, up on towers, or inescapable vertical terrain like this. But other than that, pretty much free range, and you can much more easily get your horse on top of mountains, to any islands, into the Korok Forest, maybe show off where you got your Master Sword, and even up on the Great Plateau to show them your very humble beginnings. The hole you climbed out of after you woke up, where you whacked your first bokoblin with a stick, the good old days. And the last caveat is that unlike Link's ancient armor, which can give you a huge defense boost, this gear sadly provides no extra protection to your horse. And mine might have died twice while I was making this video. But it's fine because they went out looking like absolute stars, and we know where the horse god is to get them back. But those small caveats aside, this set is still incredibly useful, easily my favorite in the game, and I hope you enjoy it too. Oh, that's the bell, class dismissed, but make sure you do your homework and go check out my video on how to find the best wild horses to put this set on. We'll see you next time.